Now there's one mistake that nearly everyone makes when they're in a new relationship. And this one mistake is something that so many people make every single day, and I believe that it truly erodes our relationship on a much deeper level than we could ever imagine. In this video, I'm going to talk about how it is that you can avoid this number one mistake and how to make your relationship so much more meaningful. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleton from sexyconfidence.com, where I help you create your love story. And this video is all about avoiding this really bad mistake that so many people are making in their relationships. And this one single mistake is pervasive in all of our relationships, both romantic and platonic. And it's the cause for the end of, I would say, the vast majority of our relationships. The number one mistake that I'm talking about is lying to your partner. Now let's start with the definition of lying, because I think that a lot of people nowadays need to hear it. The definition of lying, ready for it? Lying, not telling the truth. Simple enough, right? If you agree that there's a huge problem in relationships, leave a comment below and say, yes, I agree. Now, I think most people agree that honesty is absolutely critical in relationships, but I think that most people don't know what true honesty really means. Honesty simply means never lying and holding yourself to an absolute ethical standard in everything that you do. Now, when most people think of a liar, I think they think of like a very bad person or a manipulative person, purposely trying to deceive other people and manipulate people into doing whatever it is that they want. But really, most of the lying we do is actually much more subtle and actually unconscious. For example, it's leaving out a sensitive detail here or there. For example, your girlfriend would get jealous if she knew your ex was at a party, so you told her that, she wasn't really there. But you did see her and you did talk to her. That is lying. It's that white lie that you're saying in order to make your partner feel better. For example, let's say your husband hasn't been eating well and he's been gaining a little bit of weight, and he's like trying to button his pants and asks, how he looks. And then you look him in the eye and say, you look as handsome as the day we met. And then he smiles, feeling good that he still looks good. That is a lie. It's that little augmentation of the truth that you use in order to get what it is that you want in life. For example, the guy that you're dating asks you if you're seeing other people, and you say no because you don't want him to judge you or think that you're kind of like an easy, fleazy type of woman. But we all know you've been hooking up with someone else for the past 6 months. That is a lie. Now notice, none of these lies are like these big lies that we think about. They're actually these very small kind of gray area lies. But I believe it's those gray areas where our lives get incredibly complicated. So I challenge you right now to really be aware of the lies that you're telling in your life, whether they're very simple or very big, and try to start dedicating your life to honoring the truth. And here's what happens once you do this. Once you dedicate your life to truth, you start attracting people into your life who do the same back. Because we all want to surround ourselves with straight shooters. And I'll also argue that the moment you remove all the lies from like your personal operating system, you'll suddenly be free of many of the complications that arise when you get caught in a lie. You'll never again have to keep your lies straight in your head, because you know from the deepest core of your being that you always tell the truth and there's no reason to have to lie. Always be a straight shooter, and on that note, always date straight shooters as well. I remember I was out once on a date with a girl I was seeing many years ago, and we grabbed a drink, I remember on like a Friday night, and her friend called asking her, what was she up to? Because she wanted to hang out. And because the girl that I was seeing wanted to just spend alone time with me, she told her friend, Adam and I are just staying in tonight. When of course we weren't. We were out at night. Now this is of course a small lie, and she did it with very good intentions. But I would argue that lies like this are actually incredibly harmful, because not only are you vulnerable to being caught by this lie, let's say for example, I post a picture of us out at night, going out, and then her friend would be like, what the heck, you said you weren't going out. But now I have witnessed her lie to someone else, so I'll always be thinking in the back of my mind, is she doing the same to me? If she'd be willing to lie about something so small like that, what else is she lying about? All she had to do is be straightforward with her friend and say, sorry, I can't hang out tonight, Adam and I are having a date night. Now this is a micro example of things we lie about constantly throughout our lives, but I ask you to put in that extra effort to always tell the truth, and I promise that you will be rewarded by attracting amazing people who are also just straight shooters. So I'd love to hear from you. Do you think that lying is as big of a problem in relationships or in dating as I think it is? Leave a comment right there below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to join me on a free training where I dive deep into how you can attract really that best friend that you're also attracted to, the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. I have a training right there in the link in this description or anywhere in this video. You'll see some links. Go ahead, register for that free training. It's going to really help you out a lot. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like on YouTube and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more videos just like this every single week. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.